So if you're expecting a lot of dick in this film, you're not going to get a lot of dick. What can I say? It's just Moby. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Think About It Reviews, and we are talking In the Heart of the Sea. Now, I did want to check out this film because, we know the story of Moby Dick. I think we've all read it. We've all had to read it at some point, but we know of it. It's a big-ass whale that pretty much take down an obsessed captain, pretty much trying to take out this big-ass whale down. But this is I believe, true events to what really happened, and this actually story inspired Moby Dick. And this is directed by Ron Howard. It stars Chris Hemsworth, Benjamin Walker, Cillian Murphy, Tal Holland. I mean, the guy from Fear the Walking Dead's in here, Nick. He seems to be popping up a lot lately. You know what I mean? Well, anyway, so yes, Ron Howard definitely casted Chris Hemsworth, I think, because after his performance in Rush, and I thought Rush was a fantastic movie, and I thought they worked great. I love that movie. I love that movie, basically. So Chris Hemsworth in this film did a pretty good job. He didn't do that bad of a job. He plays Owen Chase, who's the first mate. He wants to be captain, but the oil company guys pretty much make Benjamin Walker as captain, and his name is Captain George Pollard. And Pollard and Chase are just, George Pollard is the captain. He has a name. His dad's in one of the seats who does the oil whale company, whatever. And Chase is just, he's just this guy who's really, really good at what he does, but he'll never become captain because he's not a name. So they have this definitely rivalry. They don't see eye to eye in this film. And a lot of the film has them going off looking for whales for oil, of course. And what happens is, guess what? They find out like this place is swimming with the whales, but there's a whale out there that's taking a lot of these people out who try to go capture these whales, and that's Moby Dick, basically. That's a white whale. So what happened, like you saw in the trailer, things happen, and then it becomes a survivalist movie. Then they're stranded. Then it kind of reminds me of Unbroken. So, yeah, that's what you get. You don't get a lot of the whale, so to speak. You get this great sequence with the whale, a couple sequences with the whale. You see the whale kind of be predator on their asses, but honestly, not too much of the whale. And if you're looking for excitement and just action or whatever, you're not going to really get this in this film. If you're looking for a deep film too, it's not that deep. There's a lot of great moments in here that has to, you've seen before in survivalist movies when people are stranded. But it's still, I thought, honestly, it'd be a little bit better. And the acting is fine. The acting is really, really good. It's not fantastic. It's good. I think the problem with this film is the use of special CGI mixed with practical, and it just didn't mix well to me, because every time like a storm would come, or even the whales itself, I felt taken out of the film, because I'm like, oh, that's so CGI right there. That's special effects 101, not 101, but it just takes you out of the film. And I think that's the problem with this film, is just, I mean, you're not going to really swim next to whales and stuff. I get that, but I feel like that just took me out of it. Ron Howard does a great job though directing. I mean, I like a lot of the shots he gives, especially when the setting is on the boat itself. He's able to really move the camera around to keep you interested, engaged. I really love the use showcasing all the elements to what goes onto commanding a ship, to making the ship move, or doing this and that. I really did like that aspect of it as well. So there's a lot of great things in this film. I like the encounter with the whale itself. I like Chris Hemsworth in the film, and I liked a lot of the crewmates in here as well. The narration was fine. It was okay. The character who narrates this film, not on my mind all the time. I think we're really just taken by Owen Chase and his story, but Chase does something in this film that makes you kind of dislike him and makes you say, this is your own damn fault, because he does something in this film that causes all this destruction. And when you see this part, you're like, you're an idiot. Why did you do that? And this is what happened. It is your fault. So he does something in here that just makes things go awry, and he's supposed to be the smartest. He wants to be captain, this and that, but that just wasn't a smart play. So, I mean, Overall, the cinematography is great. It doesn't work sometimes because of the CGI. I'm just saying the CGI really just kind of takes you out of the film, honestly. The music was very somber, not too much in your face, but it was good. It definitely was a great backdrop to the movie itself. Overall, there's not too much to talk about. I think you know what you're getting into when you see the trailer and you get into this film. There's not, like I said, it's a slow pace, but you are engaged in some of this stuff. You are engaged in some of these characters. When the action does happen, it's pretty good. The acting's really great, but overall, I think the CGI really boggles it down. And decisions that a lot of, like Chris Hemsworth makes, Chase makes, you kind of feel like I'm supposed to root for you, but you just made the stupidest mistake ever. So overall, I really did enjoy the film though, but I just thought it would be a little bit better. And I can't really recommend you paying your hard-earned cash, $11.50, to go watch this film in the movie theaters. I would wait for it to be on rental or Redbox or Netflix. So I don't recommend you watch this in the theater, but I do recommend you check it out if you ever have a chance when it's on streaming or something like that. So I want to thank you guys for listening. Subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Like the video if you like it, and comment below. I'm Dan Dan's son, and like I always say, grab a tick, grab a seat, make sure you got some good popcorn to eat. I'll see you at the cinema. Bye, guys.